final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. And the Raging Cajuns will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Warhawks offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Godfrey. Looking for room at the 40. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. On the option. He'll pitch it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Let's take just a second here on the Warhawks. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
And the Warhawks have their offense in high gear. Got it behind the line. It's Griffin. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Warhawks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raging Cajuns offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this...
He's into the open down the middle. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes...
this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Warhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Warhawks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
To the air, it's Howard. Got the quick pass. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I love the start for this quarterback. Like last week, it wasn't his greatest outing. Like, let's put it this way. It wasn't real good at all. He's already surpassed his passing output in this game. So he's completely flipped the script. Nice bounce back already to start this game, too.
With the catch, it's Robertson. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely. And there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. Nice move. Create some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Godfrey. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Now the pitch. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Goes to the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
This is a designed run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, touchdown, UL Monroe!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Raging Cajuns are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first down. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Raging Cajuns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, it's Perry. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop me running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. So the pop pass pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. The Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Warhawks want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Godfrey. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Howard. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Warhawks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got...
It's a seam wide open! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Got it in the middle with Jensen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get up.
Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a two-point conversion attempt. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Little is more infuriating or frustrating than a red zone turnover. That's what happened the last time they had it. Now a chance to atone. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Warhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grab behind the line. It's Godfrey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Finds a little space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option. Down the pitch. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Warhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Touchdown, Warhawks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And And he tacks on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. And the Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Louisiana. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The inside handoff. And the Warhawks get enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws out the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Godfrey. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Warhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The option look. The pitch. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, UL Monroe! They move on top here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the fourth. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got room at the 35. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways. They haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked. But
there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Raging Cajuns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the back. Showing off the arms. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. And the Raging Cajuns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Cajuns! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Godfrey. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
The Warhawks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Griffin. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Still running at the 35. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
On the option. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The play action fake. Quarterback adapted. Fires to the right. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Warhawks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Griffin. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
He'll pitch it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They're working that left side. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Got it behind the line. It's Godfrey. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. They're left with a tough fourth down situation here, but man, can they use 6 at this point in the game.
And in the fourth quarter, I just don't know how many shots you're going to have left. So it's not ideal. You'd love to be inside the 3 or inside the 1, but I still think this is an opportunity to be aggressive for this offense.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Warhawks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Using the quick game. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Chappelle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air. It's Howard. Got his man in the middle.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Quick completion on the out. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47. And the Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Turning it on. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. And the Raging Cajuns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Finds his big tight end. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Raging Cajuns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davis. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Looking downfield, it's Howard. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. If we need to go for it on 4th down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Touchdown, Raging Cajun! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is good, and every point counts defense. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.